Happy day students. Today we are going to learn lesson number 1 from the Beehive textbook, The Fun They Had. Questions to introduce the lesson. Name some articles students. A, and the. Yes, you are right. These are the articles. In this, which is a definite article? A, an or the. Which is a definite article? Yes, you are right. The is the definite article here. Next question. Say some synonyms for pleasure, fun, joy. Yes, you are right. Name some pronouns. He, she, they, it, they, those are some pronouns. Can you name some auxiliary verb which is used before the main verb in the sentence which has a past perfect tense? Is it have or had? Yes, you are right. Had is the correct answer. So, the name of the lesson is The Fun They Had. This lesson is written by Isaac Asimov. Let us learn about the author. Isaac Asimov was born on January 2nd in the year 1920 in Russia. Later he moved to America and he was an American author and a biochemist, a highly successful and a prolific writer of science fiction and of science books for the lay person. Even an ordinary person will be able to understand what he has written. He wrote or edited about 500 volumes, of which the most famous are those The Foundation and the Robot series. Slide. What do you see here? You see children sitting in front of the computer and learning, and you see a computer wherein the text is moving. It is not in the same place. It keeps moving, and we have the robotic teacher. What do you understand by this picture? Can anyone relate it to the present scenario? Yes, you are right. For the past 1 year, you are at home attending virtual classes. Are you happy? Why? You're not happy. Why not? Why are you not happy? Because you're feeling bored sitting at home and learning. You could not meet your friends. Yes, you're not able to meet your friends. You're not share your food. You're not able to help your friends. Are you eagerly waiting to get back to school? Yes, you are waiting, right? Yes, this lesson is about a small girl called Margie who is waiting or eagerly looking forward to old type of schools. Before we proceed into the lesson, let us learn about the characters in this lesson. We have the main character in this lesson, that is Margie. Margie is an 11-year-old girl who hates going to school. Why does she hate going to school? Because she is going to the homeschooling, wherein she is learning from home, sitting in front of the computer, and she has a virtual teacher. Next we have Tommy. Tommy is a 13-year-old boy who is Margie's friend. Mrs. Jones, who is Margie's mother, is a strict disciplinarian who wants everything to be perfect. Next we have Margie's teacher, and he works on the television screen. Now coming to the title of the story, The Fun They Had reflects the opinion of Margie, a young girl in the year 2157, about the students centuries ago. Here she is reading a book which Tommy had given to her, and she is writing a diary about it, and she feels very sad that she was not in the school which we are having it in the present time. Before we proceed into the lesson, let us learn some vocabulary so that the understanding of the lesson becomes easy. First one, crinkly, with many folds or Lines means a very old paper. If you see the very old paper or the book, it will be very crushed and it will be yellow in color. So I want you all to note this, underline these words in your textbook. Please open your Beehive textbook, page number 6. In paragraph number 1, please underline the word crinkly and write the meaning with many folds or lines. Next we have the word attic, a space just below the roof which can be used as a storeroom. So you are going to underline the word in page number 6, paragraph number 2. You are going to underline the word attic. Next you are going to underline the word scornful, which means think something is worthless. It is in paragraph number 3 in page number 6. Next, fourth word is slot, a given space. Underline the word slot, which is given in page number 7 in paragraph number 4. Next, we have geared to or adjust to a particular standard or level. Means basically here it means the machine or the mechanical teacher is adjusted to the child's level of learning. So you are going to underline this word in paragraph number 5 given in page number 7. Next we have the word loftily, means in a very superior way. Who is very superior in this lesson? Tommy feels that he is very superior to Margie. So you are going to underline the word loftily given in page number 7, paragraph number 6. Next, we have the word regular, means normal. You are going to underline the word in paragraph number 6 and page number 7. Next, we have the word betcha, means I'm sure, means I bet you. You are going to underline the word betcha given in paragraph number 7, page number 8. Next, we have the word dispute, means disagree with. You don't agree with others' opinions. It is given in paragraph number 7 in page number 8. Last word we have nonchalantly, means not showing much interest or enthusiasm. Tommy was not showing any enthusiasm for which Margie is telling, which is given in paragraph number 9 in page number. Coming to the key points in this lesson, we have Margie and Tommy. We know that Margie and Tommy are the main characters in this lesson. Are students of future schools. They are studying in the futuristic schools, that is in the year 2157. Tommy finds an old book about the school in the attic. Where did he find the school about the book? He found it in the attic. Yes, and how was the book? The pages were yellow and crinkly, and they were surprised that the words were still in the book. How did the book look? The book was looking very dirty. It was looking yellow in color. The pages were crushed, and they were surprised about the book. What surprised them? Because the text, the words in the books were not moving. It surprised them very much. They thought the old book to be wastage of resources. They thought that the old book, whatever books we are using right now, they felt that it's a wastage of resources because it cannot be stored for a longer time, as it was to be thrown after one use. But the telebooks last longer and contain many books together. They felt that these telebooks or the e-books can be stored for a very long. Margie hated school as her teacher gave her test and she performed very badly. And she did not like going to the school as such, and on top of that she was performing very badly in all her tests. So to find out the reason why Margie is doing bad in the exams, so Margie's mother want to find out. So she's calling. Her mother called the county inspector, who came with all his equipment and repaired it in an hour. So who came to repair? The teacher, Margie's teacher, the county inspector came with all the necessary tools and repaired it in an hour. It refers to Margie's teacher here. Margie was upset. Why was she upset? As she thought it would take a few days to repair it. Yes, she thought that it would take, the county inspector would take at least a week to repair it. Because when Tommy's teacher had a problem, the county inspector took Tommy's teacher for over a month to repair and bring it back. The same thing she was expecting this time also, but it did not happen. So Margie was very upset because of this. The county inspector told her mother that Margie's poor performance in geography was due to fault in the mission. The county inspector told that it was not Margie's fault, but it was the fault in the mission, because the geography sector in the mission was set very fast for that child, so she was not able to perform properly. Tommy looked at Margie with superior eyes and explained that centuries ago schools were not like this. Now they're talking about the book. So Tommy was very feeling superior when compared to Margie, because he found the book in the attic and he was explaining about the book which people used in the school centuries ago, which was not like their book, because the books were physical books. The words or letters in the book was not moving up and down. They had a man as a teacher. So here they were also surprised that the teachers in the old schools were humans who taught students different subjects, asked questions and gave homework also. Margie could not believe that even a human can be a teacher. She could not believe that human beings can be a teacher, because she has seen only a robotic teacher. Tommy told her that the school was in a special building. What was a special building? Can any guesses, students? Yes, it is a school. And the students would go there, and children of the same age group studies the same things, which was in contrast to what her mother had told her. She could not accept that all the children in the classroom were given the same curriculum, all were reading the same books. So she could not believe, because it was in just contrast, just opposite to what her mother told. Now Margie was interested in reading more about old funny schools. So she wanted to read about what? Yes, she wanted to read about the old funny schools, which is referring to the present day schools, where kids had a lot of fun studying together and playing. So she felt that the children of the present time, that you all are having fun together and playing. The computer screen of her teacher was flashing new chapter in arithmetic. Now she is sitting in front of the computer she was ready to attend the class of the chapter in arithmetic, that is maths. But Margie was lost in her thoughts. What was she thinking about? Yes, you are right. She was thinking about the schools which we are having at now. Thoughts of the old school and the fun they had. Now, did you understand why the lesson is given the title, The Fun They Had? Here they refers to you all children attending the present day school. Let us have a small recap about the lesson, The Fun They Had. It is a science fiction story written by Isaac Asimov in the year 1952. We have two main characters in this lesson, that is Margie and Tommy. Tommy finds a real book in the attic, and they had mechanical teachers, that is robotic teachers, teaching them, which knows everything. Everything is being inserted into the particular slot so that the teacher can come to in a particular time and deliver the class. And it was very repetitive in nature because every day the same time they have to log in, sit in front of the system which does not have life. And the children felt very lonely because they are not having any social skills. They don't go to the school, they don't meet people, they don't mingle with others. Those are so the values of sympathy and empathy in the children are missing. So though compared to those schools, how are the old schools? Children go to the old school laughing and shouting. The same lesson is being taught to all the children in the class, and they help each other. So they develop the values and the skills of sympathy and empathy. They do not regret or feel bad going to these type of schools. When compared to books, these are embedded books, e-books, which does not have any life, which they feel that it can be stored for a longer time, but in over a period of time everything will be erased and the eyesight also gets affected. But the real book has a lot of fun in it. Can technology replace teachers? Let us listen to the small video.
Over the last decade, the number of people taking online courses and therefore using technology as a tool to enhance their education has increased dramatically. You can now master a foreign language or complete a whole degree without leaving the comfort of your sofa. You can decide not only when you want to learn but also how you want to learn. The range of technology used inside the classroom has also boomed, with the rise of smartboards, digital textbooks and, most notably, the tools offered on the internet. But what does this continuing growth in education technology mean for teachers? Some people believe the role of teachers started to fade because computers have been helping some students to progress in their studies quicker compared to studies in an original classroom. For example, in the same classroom, students have different intellectual capacities, thus some would be tied to a slow advance in their studies because of others' incapability of understanding. In this way, pupils could progress in their acquisition of knowledge at their own pace using computers instead of learning from teachers. However, the presence of a teacher is essential for students because the human contact influences them in positive ways. Firstly, students realize that they are not dealing with a machine but with a human being who deserves attention and respect. They also learn the importance of studying in a group and respect for other students, which helps them improve their social skills. Those who proclaim that computers will replace teachers often naively reduce teaching to mere instruction and assessment. In doing so, they forget the true breadth and complexity of the job teachers perform. Computers are becoming better at providing customized direct instruction and at assessing student mastery of foundational knowledge and skills. But good teachers do much more than present information and drill the fundamentals. High-quality teachers guide their students through activities and projects that stretch them to analyze, synthesize, and apply what they have learned across academic subjects and into the real world. They provide personalized, qualitative feedback to help students develop their critical and creative thinking. They create a classroom culture that intrinsically motivates students by honoring their hard work and by making academic achievement socially relevant. The use of technology in the classroom doesn't lessen the need for great teachers. In fact, it is great teachers who make using technology so significant in students' education. Whilst technology is able to take on a whole host of tasks, it does have its shortcomings, most prominently its inability to interact with humans. Technology can therefore facilitate the learning process, but it cannot replace the role of the teacher. A teacher is so much more than a facilitator, they are also a guide and a mentor. Without a great teacher, technology merely becomes an automated tool and stops inspiring and engaging students. Ultimately, it isn't about teachers being replaced by technology but how teachers can adapt to incorporate technology in their lessons.
Yes, now you all understood that human teachers cannot be replaced with the robotic teachers. You are right. message conveyed by the author through this lesson is, the author's message is one of warning against the dangers of computerized homeschooling. Why it is very dangerous? Any guesses, students? Yes, we don't go and mingle in the society. We don't get to move with the heterogeneous group. We don't develop the habit of sympathy and empathy when we are homeschooling. In the past 1 year itself, you would have experienced that sitting in front of the system is much boring. I know you are all eagerly waiting to get back to the school and have fun with your friends. Homeschooling, which deprives children of benefits of the personal interaction between the students, teachers. That is how it develop the social skills and team building, which help them to develop many social skills. Now I am going to test your understanding. The first question: who are Margie and Tommy? How old are they? Yes, Tommy and Margie are students from the year, which year? Yes, 21, 57. How old are they? They are 13 years and 11 years old. What did Margie write in her diary? Second question. Yes, on 17th May 2157, Margie recorded in her diary the discovery of a real book by Tommy. It was a very old paper book with yellow and crinkly pages. The third question, where did Tommy find the book and in what condition? Where did he find the book? Yes, you are right. He found the book in an attic. And how was the book? Was it fresh? No, it was very dirty, looking yellow, and the pages were crushed and they were very crinkly. Question number 4. What things about the book did Margie find strange? What was so strange about the book? What was so strange about the book? Yes, Margie lived in an era of the mechanical education with telebooks stored in a machine. So she found it strange that the words in the printed book remained fixed, unlike the moving ones on her television. Why did Margie's mother send for the county inspector? Why did she send for the county inspector? Yes, you are right. Margie's mother sent for the county inspector because Margie had been performing poorly in geography. The repeated fall in her daughter's performance disappointed her. So she decided to call a specialist, the county inspector, who would locate the problem and correct it. How does Tommy describe the old kind of school? How did he describe the old kind of school, students? Yes, Tommy describes the old school as a special building where all the children went to study together. The students of the same age group learned the same things which were taught by human teachers. Thank you. Hope you are all clear with the lesson. See you in the next class. Thank you.